last time on episode 128 of AWSM Comedy Radio.
Hey, we got the clown car ready, so come on and pick it up. Thanks, come on.
But now it's time for episode 1 to the 2 to the 9 of...
That was a well-placed cough.
AWSM Radio.
Damn, that was good.
This is the third episode of the month that we're doing here for the wonderful month of June. I'm Logan, as I said. Did I say that? I said that, Logan.
You did. You said that, and I said this. If you want to leave a message, then you can simply call us like that person did at number...
504-434-AWSM.
I'm Nick. Let's play a game called Hashtag All Play. All Play. The way this game works, ladies and gentlemen of the audience and podcast audience at large, I'm going to say a word that is trending on Twitter. You are then to say the first thing that comes to your mind, and the word is bulls.
Semen.
Bullshit. Bull semen.
Uh-huh.
That's what I was getting.
Uh-huh. And that's how you play Hashtag All Play. All Play. Here with us today on the purple couch are two wonderful guests we'll get to in just a moment, but I want to take a tip of the hat, a click of my heels to my lovely lady, Laura Hug.
Oh, stop.
I won't.
This is a character called Super Nick, I've decided.
Super Nick.
Okay,
I like that.
It's like Nick, but more.
Yeah. Hey, and we can all use a little more. We have today with us on the purple couch Matt Leuck and Alex Bickmore. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello, gentlemen.
Yeah, I love it.
Classic.
A timeless classic.
So you are all into toys, action figures, collectibles.
You're into toys. That's a weird way of saying it.
Specifically,
They profit
action figures.
from toys because they know so much about them.
I led from toys because that can go in so many different directions, and then I narrowed it down to
Oh, yeah.
specifics. So let's talk about some of the specific collectibles. Like, tell me about some of these individual things.
I do want to just interject quickly in keeping with the theme.
Go for it.
I have an engagement story.
Okay.
A while ago, my girlfriend and I were talking, and we decided that we wanted to get married.
Oh.
And that's my engagement story.
Wow.
I love that. See, it kind of ties
Were you on
through.
the toilet, too, when he was like... Okay,
No.
that was supposed to be
And just for
funny.
clarity's
But
sake,
if
that
that
was
helps,
Matt.
you can envision that.
This is Matt speaking, and now Alex is going to speak.
It would have been easier for it
Nope,
to pass.
nope, he's not going to.
Congratulations.
No
Thank you,
engagement
thank you.
story, sadly enough. I mean,
That was Alex.
I deal in toys. What'd you expect?
Yep.
Tell us about these deals with toys. Like, what types of toys are we dealing with? Are we dealing with, like, some of cool superhero
Mostly the
collectibles?
badass 80s stuff.
Yeah.
You know, Transformers,
Yeah.
He-Man, Thundercats, the stuff that, you know, single males are still obsessed over.
Right.
Not just single males. We don't want to limit our audience that much.
No,
I'm
absolutely
still out
not.
to prowl.
So this is a la anything that you would see filling the room of the 40-year-old virgin.
Absolutely. When
Love
I was watching
it.
that film, I was, like, adding up the values of everything in this room.
Seriously, what,
Tell me what is the most expensive toy that either of you have sold? Or, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be the most expensive. That's the first thing that came to my mind. But what is the most collectible? There, we'll put a quotation mark around it, floating in the air.
it depends. Most of the rarest items and stuff that I have are in the collection.
Yes.
You won't
I
sell
collect
them?
first and foremost. I don't plan on selling them. Push comes to shove. If I need a kidney, or maybe I'll consider selling some stuff, or perhaps for my upcoming nuptials. But I think the most expensive item that I sold individually was actually my friend here helped me broker years back in the late 90s. It was a Boba Fett figure on a freeze frame card, but they didn't put the circle on the back of one of his hands, so someone in Japan paid like $720 for it.
Wow.
Isn't it fascinating how they pay for the things that are wrong?
Yeah.
Like this is incorrect, thereby more expensive.
And often it's like it's really an interesting area when you delve into that, because the things that are truly worth money are like the factory changes. Like the first Jawa figure from Star Wars back in the late 70s, they made with a vinyl cape, like a plastic garbage baggy looking one. Because they changed it so quickly, the vinyl cape is highly desirable. But if you had, say, like a Jawa on a Luke Skywalker card, someone might think that's cool as an oddity, but it's not going to have the same demand as like a legitimate company dictated.
Oh, you don't have to
the
explain.
toy.
We all know that. I mean, that's obvious. That's,
Well, yeah.
Nor do we need to legitimize anything about personal value. What is the most personally valuable thing within each of your individual collections?
I think Matt's
That's
gone already.
tough. I've become a dealer so long. I just put a value in everything.
How long
Like
have
if
you
you
been
had
dealing?
to run out of an apartment, it was on fire,
There we
and
go.
you can only
Oh,
grab
yeah.
one toy. All right, I let
I've
you
actually,
grab
I've
three.
actually done this discussion before.
Yeah.
It would just be the high value. My childhood memories, it doesn't matter. Just burn them. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
I feel the same way.
But when it comes,
I'm in therapy too, man. I feel ya. What would you take though?
I would take a lot of the original artwork I have,
Oh,
and that stuff is just if your house
One
is
thing.
burning, take it. Take the most expensive things you can because that'll help you
Smart.
survive later on.
Well,
That's not
because it's
funny, I'm so sorry.
on fire because it's a nuclear apocalypse.
Just grab one of my guns, collectible guns.
since I have emotions, mine's a little different.
You're the girl in the relationship.
I'm not a girl, not yet a woman. I have a Han Solo and Carbonite action figure that I really wanted for my 4th birthday, and I got it. So it's a hard to find figure, but it's by no means the most valuable.
Do you have any Barbies? Do you guys do girls' dolls? Or
Oh
no?
yes,
A little bit, yeah.
absolutely. I'm actually still on the lookout for the 1980s one. So is Matthew here.
Which one?
It's they
my-
produced Barbie, Ken, and I think it was Skipper from the 1980s, where they're Western horse type aspect. So they're called horse lovin'. So there's horse lovin'
yeah.
Ken,
Nice.
horse
Yeah.
lovin' Barbie.
Equus, the Equus collection.
Exactly.
You can't play little girls to look up to things like that.
Did you know that they had a growing up? Now we're talking. I'm in shit.
We got you. You're
They
finally
had a growing
interested.
up Skipper where you wound her arm and she got taller and her boobs came
Yep.
out. Mhm.
I need to
Growing
research
up
this
Skipper,
one.
you wind her arm.
That's
I think that
And
was
pubic hair
70s.
grows
Yeah.
70s.
that one.
Yeah, that's my.
Speaking of mistakes,
Let's play a game.
Come on, get over here. Get over here with that big old bust. Come on. Get on. This is my bust.
I'll have 3 questions for each of you. It's either going to be the name of 2 female celebrities, the names, or names of 2 movies, and you tell me which is the bigger bust. We're going to go with Alex first. Alex, bigger bust, Juliette Binoche or Andy McDowell?
Holy shit.
That's going back a ways, this one.
I would need to see them and touch them to really understand the size involved here.
It's not a
Because
fantasy
as they
game.
get older, it just slumps. But
No, this is at their prime.
they're prime. Okay.
They're bustiest. They're
What was the first name again?
Juliette Binoche,
what-
French actress.
Just because she's French and I'm going to go with her.
Incorrect. Andy
God
McDowell.
damn it.
Andy
Ooh.
McDowell. Bigger bust. Matthew. Kat Dennings or Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson.
Nope.
Incorrect.
Kat Dennings.
We've seen those, no.
There was
Very
a lot of shaking
large
heads in the
bust.
audience during that one.
Alex, 2013's R.I.P.D. starring Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges, or 2011's Green Lantern starring Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively.
I love Ryan Reynolds is in
God,
both
That's
of
right.
them.
Yeah, God
Adjusted
bless
for
him.
inflation, by the way.
I
Adjusted
hope
for
he does
inflation.
better, but
You're correct, R.I.P.D.
Ooh.
Nice, that's first blood. First point right there. Matthew, 2001's Monkey Bone, starring Brendan Fraser and Bridget
I
Fonda.
actually like that movie. I'm retarded for saying that.
Or 2013's The Lone Ranger, starring Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer.
The Lone Ranger, because I know it went obscenely over budget.
You are correct. Yes, The Lone Ranger.
Does that
budget-
include international?
Good job, you guys.
Maybe that's
I'm,
because it starred.
I'm applauding on the inside.
I choose Kat Dennings.
Maybe that's because it starred a guy named Armie Hammer. His name Armand Hammer goes by Armie Hammer.
I have no idea what you're saying to me.
Anyway, Alex, let's see if you can break this tie. Is it Kim Kardashian or Christina Ricci?
Kim Kardashian across the board, easy.
That is correct. That is correct.
We've all stared at those.
Kim
Lost a lot
Kardashian.
of weight, Christina.
Matt, Selma Hayek or Jennifer Lopez?
Salma Hayek seems like
$1.
Just a reminder, it is not an auction.
What's your final answer?
I'll go with Salma Hayek just because...
That is correct. That is correct. That means you both have 2
Congratulations.
points.
You know your tips.
So we go to a tiebreaker.
We need a jingle for a tiebreaker.
This tiebreaker will end in a permanent tie if both of you go over. But
Permanent tie.
We're going to do this Price is Right style, so it's the closest.
formal.
Without going over. Adjusted for inflation, how much money did 2002's Pluto Nash, starring Eddie Murphy and Randy Quaid, lose?
110 million.
110 million. Alex, what is your guess? It's the closest without going
Factors
over.
involved. He's pretty close.
Pluto Nash.
Well,
Eddie
he
Murphy,
thinks,
Randy
I
Quaid.
have to say, that had one of the worst catchphrases ever, which was, the man on the moon.
Wait, you actually watched the movie?
Nope, just know the catchphrase.
the
Wow.
That's enough.
Nobody
Wise-
watched that movie.
Agreed. Wise enough that to spend your fucking life watching that.
Wow.
I'm
In
going to go with about...
$2014.
Is that inflated or not inflated?
Adjusted for inflation in $2014.
I'm going to go with the 160 million.
In 2014 dollars, Pluto Nash lost $127,543,000, which makes Matt the winner. So Matt is the winner of Bigger Bust. Congratulations, Matt.
Thank you, gentlemen, for playing
Thank
Bigger
you.
Bust. Where you
My
guess
life has meaning
which bust
now.
is bigger? Yeah. Oh, Laura,
Now,
let's
I
come back
believe
full
Laura
circle.
has
Let's come back full circle to the baby
Speaking
dolls.
of bigger bust, I was talking to a plastic surgeon,
Yes.
and she was telling me, I don't know how we got on the subject. She was telling me about a man who had a doll inserted in his anus, and they couldn't get it out because it had arms that would go up. So every time you pulled on it, the arms would go up, and they had to.
Well, you think
they
they'd
had to
just
go
be
in
able,
another way.
You think they'd just be able to, heave
That's
ho?
my story. I guess they opened his from the top. I don't know.
You
mean his
open?
They
butt?
opened. I guess they. You know, I don't know if I.
Ladies and
asked.
gentlemen,
we're
you
not
missed the
doctors
most
here.
beautiful gesture that has ever been displayed on a podcast before: the opening of a man's ass to remove a doll. Lovely.
Almost a similar gesture to explosion,
Yes.
I would think, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe they flushed her out. I don't
So,
know.
to close it out, do either tell me about the dolls in your collection. A doll, a doll in your collection, A and B. Like both of you said, you had a doll of some sort, right?
It was a little creepy the
He-
way
he
you're
said he had
asking
the-
it.
Yeah. Well, that's the intention. My intention is to creep.
Or if you want to promote anything as well. I don't know if you want to...
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
talk
we're
about
going to be
wolves.
setting up at the Wolfe's Flea Market at their technically it was a Rosemont Horizon, but now it's the Allstate Arena. Every Sunday morning at 7 to 6 a.m. We'll be setting up with Candace, Matthew, and me. We'll be blowing out some toys and funky cool stuff.
We'll be there on July 20th.
July
We'll be wearing
20th.
no pants.
Also, I just want to say I sometimes work at the venerable Quake Collectibles in Lincoln Square, so you should go to there and buy stuff because they have a great selection at very reasonable prices.
Sweetness! Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on. Matt Leuck and Alex Bickmore and my lady Laura Hug, who you can see at...
The California Clipper, July 6th. Best Medicine Show.
Yeah.
Listen to AWSM
Thank you, gentlemen. What's a
Radio.
Battle Beasts?
AWSM Radio.
Okay.